Sampling bias occurs when our data is collected in such a way that certain members of our population are either overrepresented or underrepresented. Imagine someone in New York City wanted to know the percentage of high schoolers in the US who own smartphones. They stand outside their local public high school and survey students as they walk into the school. Immediately, there are several potential issues of bias in our survey. We're only capturing students from New York City in our survey. We're not capturing rural students. We're not capturing students from any other areas of the country. And we're not capturing the millions of students in the US who are in private schools or home schools. There are lots of members of our population which are underrepresented in our survey, so the results aren't likely to represent our entire population very well. When collecting our samples, it is important to do so in such a way that it represents the population as best you can and reduces the chance of bias. There are two main techniques to achieving this. The ideal type of sample would be a representative sample, which covers the population, and it adequately represents all the chosen characteristics of the population. This type of sampling works best when we're very familiar with our population and know the important characteristics to control for. A similar approach, which works even when we aren't familiar with our population, is a random sample. With this method, we select samples at random from the population, trying to ensure each member of our population has an equal chance of being selected. Random samples are very unbiased. They can allow us to get close to that representative bias without much guesswork. Some quick examples. The first is for a population of all of Apple's stock prices since IPO. A representative might try to cover all phases of Apple's stock, from it going up to going down and not moving at all. Whereas a representative sample may be prices from 100 random days in the period since IPO. In our second population, we're looking at all our customers in California. And our representative sample is going to survey different types of people in different areas of California, ensuring the proportion we take from rural and urban areas matches the proportion of Californians who live in those areas, and it could also try to match other characteristics like gender or income. And our random sample is just 100 randomly selected customers from California.